We're going to go ahead and use our cage onto this Heim, get him trapped on tower, cause him to take a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and hit him with our 3. We're able to get the pick onto him from the Phoenix shots. We're going to activate our 2. We're going to go ahead and jump for those squishies. We're able to get some good damage onto this Anubis. We're going to kind of fall back, wait for our abilities. We're going to activate our 3. We're able to get a pick onto the Anubis. We're going to activate our 2, try to get some damage onto this Neja. We're going to go ahead and jump. We're able to get ourselves a triple kill. Very good defense. Achilles is down. Now it's just this Kumba left. He's going to mez us. We're going to use our beats a little late there. We get the stun. We get our 2 off. We're going to go ahead and jump. I don't think we're going to be able to do much to that Kumba, so we're just going to go ahead and back. What do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Odin as solo. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Odin is a pretty average warrior when it comes to solo lane. And in the late game, he's really just an ultimate. So let's go ahead and take a look at Odin's kit. Odin's 1, Lunge. Odin's going to jump into the air, land, and deal damage. Odin's 2, Raven Shout. Odin's going to summon a flock of ravens around him, granting him a shield. When the shield expires, it's going to deal damage equal to how much health is remaining on the shield. If Odin jumps, the shield will never expire in the air and will always detonate when it lands. Odin's 3, Gungnir's Might. Odin begins to empower Gungnir and becoming immune to knockbacks. Every 0.7 seconds, Gungnir is going to change runes and Odin is going to pulse out damage around him, slowing enemies for 2 seconds. When he releases this ability, he's going to throw Gungnir forward. It's going to stop at the first god. The first rune causes allies around Odin to gain attack speed for 3 seconds. The second rune allows Gungnir to home onto enemies. And the last rune allows Gungnir to stun. The pulse slow is going to be 20%. The attack speed buff from the first rune is going to be 30%, and the stun duration from the third rune is 1.2 seconds. Odin's ultimate, Ring of Spears. Odin's going to summon a wall of spears. It's basically a cage. Enemies inside cannot heal and have their power reduced by 15%. Odin is immune to slows and roots while inside of his ring. Part of the wall can be destroyed when hit by 5 basic attacks, and enemies that die inside the Ring of Spears grant Odin a permanent bonus to physical power. The physical power buff is going to be 5 power per stack, up to a maximum of 10 stacks. And finally, Odin's passive, Path to Valhalla. Whenever any god dies on the battleground, Odin gains a bonus to movement speed and power. This effect can stack up to 5 times. The duration for each stack is 8 seconds. It's going to be 8% power per stack and 4% movement speed per stack. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a pointer 1, level 2, put a pointer 3, level 3, put a pointer 2, level 4, put another pointer 3. Then we want to max out our ultimate whenever we can. Max out our 3, max out our 2, max out our 1. We are in a little bit of trouble. The one mechanic we need to watch out for in the matchup with Achilles is him stunning us out of our 3. We're getting some good damage onto him. We're going to go ahead and activate our 2. That's going to absorb some of the damage and we're going to fall back. In terms of the start, we started with Bluestone Pendant. Bluestone Pendant is going to provide us 10 physical power, 20 HP 5, and 10 MP 5. It has a passive that enemies hit by your damaging abilities take an additional 25 damage over 2 seconds. This can stack up to 2 times. Now we have the lead. We're getting some great damage onto this Achilles. For the starter item, I think you could go into Bluestone or you could go into Warrior's Axe. I tried both and I had success with both. However, I feel like this game was just really a good gameplay video. And we just so happened to have Bluestone Pendant. I think Bluestone Pendant is a little bit better in the early game, but the upgrade for Warrior's Axe, Sundering Axe, is way better than any of the upgrades for Bluestone Pendant in the late game. So I view it as kind of a trade-off. Do you want early game pressure or do you want late game pressure? I think that's what it comes down to.
Out of mana. I need the jungle. Don't drop.
Odin does have an attack chain. 49, 49. I think it's a normal hit, and then a strong hit, if I am not mistaken.
Your left tower is under attack.
We're going to go ahead and pick up blue buff. We do have our ultimate, and we also have blink. Achilles is weak enough, and he cannot really escape our ultimate. So if he oversteps, we should be able to get the pick right here. We're going to go ahead, ult up on him, use our cage. We're going to jump, and we're able to secure the pick onto the Achilles. Unfortunately, our cage went down before we could get the pick, so we do not have a stack on our passive or a stack on our ultimate. He gains power from his ultimate, but it also shows up on his passive icon. We're going to go ahead and go into the warrior Tabi, just get some additional power for some early game pressure.
Missing left. Cancel that. On my way. Enemy ultimate down.
With Odin in solo lane, you kind of want to save your cage for whenever you can get a pick, or if your jungler is rotating onto you. Being able to lock down the enemy or force out their dash with Odin's ultimate when the jungler is coming can be very, very helpful. I like leveling Odin's 1 last because I kind of view it as my escape and my initiation. I don't need it to do a whole lot of damage, I just need it to get me close or get me away. So 87, 87, 94, 141. Okay, so it's 2 normal hits, stronger than normal, then super strong hit. You get the stun. We could potentially cage right there. We just didn't have any follow-up abilities. We would have been relying on minion damage.
Enemy ultimate down.
And on that tower line, we went on ult where the cage was not inside the tower, so he couldn't hide in the tower at all. I think we actually missed the kill right there.
Attack right lane. Ultimate is ready. Help left lane.
Trying to let Fenrir know, like, hey, we do have our ult. Since he just jumps on the minions, that's our way of interpreting that he doesn't want to chase the enemy. We don't really know where he is. He might have back, but he probably made the right call. It was definitely the safe call. We're going to go ahead and invade the enemy blue buff. Achilles comes to challenge us, so he is missing out on some farm. He's able to secure his own blue, which is fine. It's not going to mess us up or anything. If he steps up, we want to start applying our abilities to him. I'm going to go ahead and avoid his ultimate with the jump. Right now we do have a level on him, so we are winning this early game laning phase. He has full wave advantage, so we're going to start wiggling back. We don't want to try to clear minions and fight him. For our relic, we went with blink. I think blink is just very, very helpful. Instead of having to jump in and use our ultimate, we can blink in, use our ultimate, and then jump out. Jungler's here. We're just going to use our ultimate. What that does right there is it buys us a little bit of time to fall back to our tower and not have to worry about the enemy jungler. Odin's Cage is a pretty cool ability, especially since it allows you to stack power. Achilles is weak. We're going to go ahead and just fall back. We do have our blink. We could try to do something really fancy here. We don't want to do it into a full minion wave though, so we're just going to go ahead and clear the minions. One of Odin's signature combos is activating your 2, then using your 1. However, I kind of like to separate the 2 abilities. I like to use the 2 to buy us a little bit of time and prevent a little bit of damage whenever we're clearing minions, and then use our 1 to kind of do some damage or run away. You don't want to be predictable with Odin. If you're constantly activating your 2 and then trying to jump on the enemy, that makes you very predictable. You do want to do it occasionally, you just don't want to do it every time. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the Void Shield. They have 3 physical characters on their team, so we are going to be focusing on physical protections. Looks like they were able to invade our blue buff. We're going to check the enemy blue buff. It is here. We're going to go ahead and activate our 2, fight into them.
Until next time, out of mana. Ultimate is ready.
Neja's here, so we're going to back up. We're not going to push our luck. We're just going to try to play it safe. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. Fenrir is nearby. And Fenrir is able to get pick. Achilles did die inside of our ring. So if you look at our passive icon, there is now a blue symbol that kind of looks like an H. That means that we have 1 stack on our ultimate.
Out of mana. I'm going for jungle buff. Retreat middle lane.
We're going to go ahead and make our way to our blue buff. The blue buff is going to give us some MP5, so we're going to be able to recover a decent amount of mana. And it's also going to provide us 10% cooldown reduction. Odin's 2, if it goes off at full health, meaning it hasn't taken any damage, it's going to deal an additional 15% damage. So if we did want a 2 and then jump, we could potentially get a little bit more damage that way if we avoid any damage before the jump.
Out of mana, out of mana. My apologies. On my way. That's too bad.
We completely avoid the damage from his 1 because of our shield.
Your middle tower is under attack. Enemy ultimate down. An enemy has been slain. Your middle tower is under
We're able to get our 3 off. We do have our ultimate. We're going to go ahead and cast it. And we're able to clean them up with the basic attack. That is 2 stacks on our ultimate. And we're going to go ahead and back.
not as high and mighty as
We're going to back and pick up the Void Shield. Void Shield is going to provide us 20 physical power, 60 physical protections, 150 health. And it has a passive that enemy gods within 55 units have their physical protections reduced by 15%. So we're basically gaining 15% penetration, a lot of physical protections, and a little bit of power. This is a pretty aggressive hybrid item. And then we're going to start working on another physical item so we could really dominate in lane. Between going into the hybrid build and going into a cooldown build, I think Odin does a little bit better with hybrid. It just feels good when he's dealing damage and you have the potential to get picks on the enemy.
be careful. On my way. You cannot rescue everyone. Hugin reports an ally has been slain. I'm going for jungle buff.
We're going to go ahead and fall back, pick up our blue.
That's too bad.
Looks like Achilles is going for his blue buff. We're going to go ahead and clear wave and then rotate mid.
Ready.
It's about that time.
Attack middle lane. Enemy missing left. Retreat.
We do have our blink. We also have our cage.
An ally has
We're going to go ahead and blink up. Cage in 4 people. Use our 3, get some good damage. We get stunned. We're going to go ahead and jump. We're able to get a double kill. We're going to try to chase down this Heim. He uses his 3 and is able to get out. Achilles is now here. We're going to activate R3. Get some okay damage onto the Akumba. Nothing fantastic. We're able to jump, continue the damage, but there's the Mesmerize. Fenrir goes down. We're going to try to get this pick onto this Achilles. Activate R2 to avoid any damage. Oh, and we miss R3. Oh no, he's going to get away. We're going to go ahead and just get some damage onto this Kumba. A good peel by that Kumba. In fact, a great peel. We should have been able to get that Achilles, and then we might have even been able to turn our attention to getting the pick onto the Kumba. But that Achilles most likely backed right there, so we're going to go ahead, rotate back, clean up the waves, and try to just get some additional farm. We're going to go ahead and back because we have enough money for Gladiator Shield. Gladiator Shield is going to provide us 25 physical power, 40 physical protections, 200 health, and 10% cooldown reduction. It has a passive that when damaging an enemy god below 60% health with an ability, you're going to deal an additional 15 plus 25% of your physical protections. This can only trigger once per ability. So it's a nice way to get tanky and also deal some additional damage.
Enemy missing left. Cancel that. Enemy missing right.
With 2 physical hybrid items, I really don't think there's much this Achilles can do to us.
Their naivete cost them their lives. Your enemies are falling left and right.
Achilles rotated mid. We're going to try to rotate over ourselves.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We're going to blink up. Cage. Activate R2 to avoid some damage. Use R3. Go ahead and jump. That Heim is super weak. We're in a little bit of trouble because they're collapsing on us and we have no abilities. We're going to activate R2. We get Mez. We get stunned. Sir Nunez rotates in. We're able to get the stun onto the Heim. We're going to go ahead and jump. Sir Nunez is able to get the pick. We get an assist. We activate R2. We're going to try to do a little bit of tanking for this CERN. We were not able to save him, but we were able to avenge him. We apologize. I feel like there's probably something we could have done right there. Anubis wraps us. Anubis ults us. We have no magical protections. That's going to get us. That's going to get us almost every time. A little bit of poor positioning by us because we had our backs turned to the mid lane. Anubis is able to walk up and we didn't see him at all. We just got wrapped and killed. Our team's going for gold. And the enemy team steals it. That is terrible. We are going to start working on the hide of the Urchin.
Retreat. 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 Yes.
We're going to go ahead and rotate to our lane. We do want to pick up our blue buff.
Your right tower is under attack. Enemy missing right.
We prioritized our blue buff over clearing the wave. That might actually cost us. Activated 2. He's able to avoid the 2 damage. We miss our 3. Our team's collapsing, so we're just holding our ring, trying to distract. We're going to go cast our ring. He uses his Phantom, which is his relic, and allows him to walk out of our walls. No way this man gets out of here. Our 2 goes off, and we're able to get the pick onto the Achilles. Their team is collapsing onto CERN over and left.
left tower has been destroyed.
If Fire Giant was up, we could make a play for Fire Giant. Unfortunately, it's only the Greater Scorpion.
An ally has been slain. Your left defend right lane. Be right back. Defend left lane.
We're going to go ahead and back and pick up Hide of the Urchin. Hide of the Urchin is going to provide us 30 physical protections, 30 magical protections, 250 health, and 250 mana. It has a passive that you gain 3 magical protections and 3 physical protections for each god kill or assisted. As 7 stacks, this item evolves, providing a health shield that gains stacks every 2 seconds. The shield only stacks if you have not taken or dealt damage in the last 5 seconds. For each stack, it's going to provide 10% of 100 health plus 5 per level. The full shield will regenerate after 20 seconds.
Ultimate is ready. On my way.
Their team's collapsing. We're going for this Anubis. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate, trap him, get our 3 off, get the stun off. That's his ultimate. It's a shell as well. Savant is able to get the pick onto the Anubis. That's an assist for us. We're going for this Neja. We are kind of leaving our back line. We're going to go ahead and jump up. We're able to get Kumba in his passive state. We're going straight for this time. Maybe not. We turn our attention to the Achilles. We're going to jump up. And Cronus is able to get the pick onto the Achilles. Just Heim. Oh, Heim and Neja. We're trying to get our team to go for fire now. We are in a little bit of trouble. That is a Heimdallr ult.
Retreat. Save yourself. Don't worry. Ultimate is ready. Retreat. Okay.
Looks like our team wants to go for the Pyromancer and just play it safe. We have 3 out of 7 stacks on our hide already.
Enemies incoming. Be careful. An ally has been slain.
We're going to go ahead and pick up the blue buff and then go ahead and back. Next, we're going to be going into Pestilence. Just because they do have an Anubis who has crazy amounts of heals.
On my way. Retreat. On my way. You cannot rescue everyone. Your right tower. Ultimate down. On my way. Ultimate is ready.
Fenrir is kind of taking a bad fight. We're going to try to help him out.
Their naivete cost them their lives. Retreat.
So since we tried to help out Fenrir, Cronus and myself stepped up and we kind of put ourselves in a bad position.
Enemy missing left.
Looks like they're going for Gold Fury. They're able to secure it. Super unfortunate. That's an Oni Fury, so we're going to have to defend. They are going to probably have a window to go for Fire Giant right here. I think our jungler just got in a bad position, and that kind of put our team in a bad position. Since we know it's an Oni wave, we're going to go ahead and start warding the Fire Giant. Achilles is here. This red glow means that they are the Oni minions. Oh no, their whole team's here. Gonna jump over the wall. That is a Heimdallr ultimate. That is not good. We're gonna activate our ultimate. Activate our 2. Go ahead and jump away. Kumba's on us. We're gonna blink. Oh, thank the Lord for blink.
On my way. Retreat. Nice job.
Our team's pushing mid while we have 5 people chasing us. And activate our 3. Able to avoid the Achilles ultimate. Heimdallr is now here. We're going to jump away. And we're going to go ahead and back.
Your enemies are falling left and right. Booyah! An enemy has been
Our team's able to get a double.
Hugin reports an ally has been
2 for 1 trade so far. In favor of our team, we're making our way back to the fight. We are going to have to clean up the left Phoenix because of the Oni wave.
on my way. Left lane.
That is unfortunate.
Not a chance. Please.
Now it's a 2 for 2 trade. We are not in the fight, so it's really 3v2 over there. Oof. That's rough.
Have been vanquished.
That's really rough. Maybe we shouldn't have gone and defended that left Phoenix. Maybe we should have gone and tried to get into the fight.
On my way.
Because we're going to lose our whole team besides me here.
An ally has been slain. Defend the fire giant.
Our team's trying to surrender. We're having a fantastic game. We do not want to surrender. We are going to go ahead and pick up Pestilence. Pestilence is going to provide us 80 magical protections, 250 health, and it has a passive that enemies within 55 units are going to have their healing reduced by 25%. We have vision on Fire Giant, so we do not need to worry about them on it right now.
Group up.
We're going to go ahead and refresh our wards. Heartmancer is coming up soon. It's an Anubis wrap. Fenrir putting himself in a bad position again. That's a Phantom from the Achilles.
On my way. Retreat. Yes.
Oh man, we're taking the enemy team on a journey. We're bringing the fight to the CERN and to the Kronos. Kronos goes down. That's an Anubis ultimate. We're going to go ahead and jump on him. We've lost 2 people already. We've lost 3 people. It's an ultimate from Heim. That is a lot of CC. And we go down. They're just moving as a team way better than we are. If one person lands a CC, their team is there to follow up. Our team is all over the place.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Fenrir says F6 or 4-man it. I don't care at this point. I don't know what he means by that. I think I even type.
Phoenix has been destroyed.
I guess I don't respond.
Your left
There it is. Okay, I do.
Titan is under attack. Your left Phoenix has been destroyed. The naivete costs
Anubis is able to get another pick. That's 12, 7, and 11 for Anubis. For the upgrades on Bluestone Pendant, I don't think either are fantastic. We would definitely want to go with the first one.
fire giant. On my way.
I actually forget what that one is called.
Time is on
We're going to make a play for the Fire Giant while the enemy team backs. They got 2 of our Phoenixes, so our team is in a little bit of trouble. Our team is able to secure Fire Giant. That's pretty big. If the enemy team was able to secure it, they would most likely be able to end the game.
Nice job.
It is an Oni Fury. I don't know if it's actually up right now, but if it is, we definitely want to try to make a play for it.
No problem. Thanks. Defend. Yes. Yes.
Oh, this is a fat wave. So we don't really want to overextend ourselves too much here. We're going to clean up this wave and then probably make a play for Gold Fury, assuming our team's going to rotate with us.
Time is on our side.
Looks like they're making a push onto that right tower.
On my way. Your right tower has been destroyed. Bye.
Fenrir is getting closed on.
Retreat.
We didn't need to jump for those 2 minions. We could have let our minion wave deal with that. We're going to go ahead and back.
They have mastered their magic. Ultimate down. Your right enemy is under attack.
We're going to go ahead and use our cage onto this Heim, get him trapped on tower, cause him to take a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and hit him with our 3. We're able to get the pick onto him from the Phoenix shots. We're going to activate our 2. We're going to go ahead and jump for those squishies. We're able to get some good damage onto this Anubis. We're going to kind of fall back, wait for our abilities. We're going to activate our 3. We're able to get a pick onto the Anubis. We're going to activate our 2, try to get some damage onto this Neja. We're going to go ahead and jump. We're able to get ourselves a triple kill. Very good defense. Achilles is down. Now it's just this Kumba left. He's going to mez us. We're going to use our beats a little late there. We get the stun. We get our 2 off. We're going to go ahead and jump. I don't think we're going to be able to do much to that Kumba, so we're just going to go ahead and back. We don't buy anything. We're trying to get the minions out of the Titan room.
Yes. No. That's too bad. Don't worry about it.
I feel like our team's struggling, and I feel like we're having a fantastic game.
I'll attack right lane. Defend left lane. Defend middle lane. Yes.
So mid and left Phoenix are about to come back up. We're going to try to defend them, keep them alive.
Okay. Attack the Gold Fury.
Trying to make the play. Instead of pushing a Hyman mid, I think our team really should be going for gold. Getting an Oni minion wave in each lane right now would be really big.
Retreat. Group up. Attack the Gold Fury.
Our team positions here, and unfortunately the Gold Fury is down. We're going to go ahead and buy a movement speed potion. Sell our boots. And then we are going to be going into Heartseeker. We should also upgrade our relic, but it looks like we are not too concerned about it, and we're focusing on our Heartseeker. Heartseeker is going to provide us 65 physical power, 200 mana, 20 MP5, and 10% physical penetration. We're going to go ahead and jump over the wall. Activate our 2, activate our 3. Get the stun. Good pull by Sylvanas. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate, so Nunez is able to get the pick.
Defend left lane. On my way.
We're going to rotate left, try to prevent them from getting this. Heim's over here. He's the person that's going to be able to really melt structures. We're going to go ahead and activate our 3, going for this Heim. We get wrapped by Anubis, and we go down. Unfortunate. We tried to mount a formidable defense, but we just didn't have the numbers.
has been slain. Your left
All 3 Phoenixes down, just Sir Nunez left. And it looks like we are about to lose. Well, sometimes that's just how the mop flops. Swana says we tried Odin. Yeah, I feel like we had a good performance. Well, that's going to be the end of this one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.